I don't know if you've noticed this, but as Amazon has grown larger, it's become a bit of a strange place, leading to some of my favorite photos of all time just trying to sell products. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. They look like they're enjoying this frog suit so much. But because I realized this, I had some inspiration. You see, I've been working in the trades and I noticed that there's some really strange tool products on Amazon. So I thought today we'd just kind of look at some of the worst ones that you definitely shouldn't buy. So here's a kind of classic case. You get into this where they're just trying to do too much. I mean, nobody's gonna hang this much stuff off of. And look at that hammer. How am I gonna use the hammer if it's strapped on like that? It'd be really hard to get back on. It just doesn't make any sense. Oh! These might be the people that made... Yes, there it is! This is amazing. The Top One Magnets Wrist Gifts for Men with 15 magnet holder screw. Oh my goodness, he's holding up a hammer with his wrist. And there's more than one of these products. That's one of the... I can't even believe one exists, let alone a whole category of them. 9 super neodymium magnets. Not just neodymium magnets. Very suitable as a special gift. One size fits most. I mean, they're not going to claim it fits everybody. But it is the perfect gift for every occasion, even if it doesn't fit you. There's so many different kinds too. Who actually uses these? If you use this, please tell me in the comments. I want to know whether or not you use it, first of all, but what do you use it for? I mean, I can't think of a situation where this would be better than a belt. It just seems like it would get in the way. This one is Quezeza. Oh, product description. The magnetic wristband is a must-have tool for both the professional and the average person. So, you know, they're covering both bases with this one product. Oh, okay. This is a scenario that I could actually see using it. They have in this picture a man working on computers. That could make sense because you really don't, like a lot of people use these screw trays to put their screws in because you don't want the chance of some kind of conductive screw landing on a couple of contacts in your motherboard because poof, your computer could go, if not fried, you could lose data or all kinds of things. So this does make sense, though I'm not sure it would be better than a tray because you still have the chance of accidentally scooting against something and screws falling off of your wrist. This product baffles me. I like this music. So once again, you notice that there are no moving shots. These are all photoshopped. I mean, they couldn't even pay an actor to stand there with their product on the wrist for a few seconds. But I could really see how somebody could buy something like this just off of the marketing, off of the novelty, like, oh yeah, you never have to look in your toolbox again. Did you really have to look in your toolbox? One of my big problems with this product, this seems like something that you just buy on a whim, like, oh yeah, that seems like something they could use, and then they never do. And it sits in your storage until finally you throw it away. But the sad part about that is that in the end, we're manufacturing these things that will never be used. They're basically garbage right out of the gate. So, you know, sometimes it's good to just give a little bit of thought about what you buy because once you build something, you can't really easily break it down, especially when it's made out of plastic. And most of these are made out of plastic. No sooner do I stop the camera than I find another amazing product. But this one is weird because for some reason I actually kind of want it. But it's flashlights that are gloves that are flashlights. It looks probably like it's awful, but just there is something to be said for these pictures. I mean, obviously just use a headlamp. That's what most people do. Yeah, there's a lot of different flashlights out on the market. Unfortunately, most of them aren't very good. I'm definitely a fan of the ones that just have standard 18650 batteries that you can recharge and use. We're on to another product that I kind of want to try, but I'm kind of doubting. It's a universal socket tool set. And it's interesting because it looks like it's got little hexagons on the inside and they get pushed up whenever you put it on a screw. And that allows you to basically screw in any size. Now I'm sure you're not breaking loose any really bad rusty bolts, like you're not gonna bust loose a 9/16 lag bolt that's really stuck in there, but it's interesting. I would give it a try. It might be okay. It's alloy steel, it says. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, what alloy, right? Okay, this is kind of cheap to go after a product like this, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because of the marketing. But this is hilarious. World's best dad. I don't know if this is dad or who this is, but they're not even using the hammer from the picture. They're just using some random hammer, I don't know. Again, they're just using a stick in this photo. They're not actually using the product. Okay, well, yeah, very interesting. This is something that it looks kind of boring and might seem kind of benign to most people, but this is something that I could actually rant about. It's just this quick change clamp or whatever. But my problem is, look how cheap these are. All of the adjustment mechanisms appear to be plastic, and that is one of the things that bothers me so much. We bought so many clamps over the years that were cheap plastic ones, and some quick clamps are okay that use the plastic, but I'll show you a real clamp. This is a real clamp. It's all metal, the adjustment is, and it's a screw-based mechanism, and this can really put some, I mean, it can put not a lot of torque or a lot of torque on whatever you need to make. The problem is, once you start getting clamps like these and you try to build something, even something simple, like a laminated desktop or something like that, you're not going to get anywhere because they can't put enough pressure to actually push the glue together. Maybe you'd be okay in a spot like this, where you're just using them to hold something, but even then, a lot of the time the mechanism breaks, and then again, you're just dealing with a piece of plastic that was built for no reason, essentially. So yeah, not a huge fan of cheap clamps. I like good, high-quality clamps. Ah, yes. Oh, one of these pull saws. Well, I haven't used this one, but it's only $20. So, it's probably not very good. But I have wanted to get one of these and try one out. Let me know if you have a like Japanese-style pull saw and how it works for you. I would love to try to build something with it. I'm not sure I would use the foldable handle either, because what I really want from a tool like that is stability. And I'm just not sure that that handle can deliver the stability. But maybe, I mean, I don't have one, so maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. Okay, here's an item that I actually want to showcase because I like seeing it, and that is push block. These you really should have if you have a table saw, because a table saw is one of the most dangerous saws that I use on a fairly regular basis. And having one with a brake is good, but the best thing is to never let your fingers anywhere near that blade, because a lot of the time, especially if you don't have a brake on your blade, that blade can do so much damage to your hand so fast, you'll never even see it coming. It'll just be a really bad hospital visit. Push block's good, maybe not this set. Okay, this is amazing. Multifunction folding level tool. Where do I begin? That is so awful. It's a struggle sometimes to get an accurate level buying a brand new 4-foot one from the shop. Really, ideally, you should check them against the other ones to see, how level yours is compared to others because of manufacturing tolerances. But this would just be all over the place. I can't imagine trying to seriously check the level of anything with this. I mean, maybe for just checking to see if your pictures are level, but you might as well have a little pocket one for that. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna look at the Hammer Toolbox 29-piece tool set, made of real metal for DIY and woodworking marble gifts for men. A super cheap kid's toy looking Thor's hammer, but there's an actual hammer in it, which is pretty funny. And there's other tools and stuff. Apparently it comes with these tools, I don't know. But the funniest thing to me is you can see in this marketing material they have, it's a hammer in hand, okay? Worry-free home decoration. What does that mean? Are you just gonna set that out? I would be worried about that. Kids could get their hands on sharp knives and cutting tools and stuff out of it, and they'd actually want to hold it because it's Thor's hammer. That sounds like a plenty of worry decoration to me. They definitely did not pay to license that IP, guarantee it. And there's more than one of these too. That's amazing. Okay, so here's something that kind of surprises me, but probably shouldn't. It looks like somebody has tried to piggyback off of DeWalt's battery system and make their own tools for it. I'd be interested to see if it's any good. One of the interesting things about DeWalt tools, the overvoltage protection on the batteries is actually built into the tool itself. The batteries don't have any overvoltage protection. So potentially if somebody designed an unscrupulous version of this product, it could destroy your batteries or cause all kinds of problems. I would be scared to put a battery in one of these things. It's probably fine, but I don't know, just it's an interesting question. You know, did they implement safety features or did they not? And we have cut resistant gloves. Now I find this category hilarious because obviously the ones that we've bought in the past have said, like, you know, don't get your hand near any blades, pretend that the blade isn't here, but the way that they market these is hilarious. I mean, just look at this. That doesn't look safe. It's just stab. Okay, these are not stab resistant. You can see the person's hand through the glove. If you try to stab them, they will bleed. Prevent hand injuries when feeding? And I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a little something different than what I normally do, but it's something that I wanted to do for a while because, well, it's kind of a product category that I enjoy. Like I was talking about earlier, a lot of these products are pretty low quality and made out of plastic, so, you know, all I would like to say is be careful what you buy, because a lot of these things, you know, can't be taken back. And we've seen what an environmental disaster fast fashion has been, and some of the low quality clothing that you can get. So it's always good to, you know, just think about something when you buy it, whether or not you'll actually use it or not. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. If not, you know what to do.